Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Nasdaq and SPX price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. This is a daily close, so we're gonna see of course what happened and what it might happen next. So today we saw of course a massive move toward the downside. It was this red taking almost the invalidation here for this potential 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Now we took it only with a wick, and we see of course a very fast rebound impulsively toward the upside, where we see 1 2 3 4 and a 5 for a wave 1 here. And of course we mentioned this already in the intraday that we might be in a 1 a 2, and basically you are still of course unfolding this correction. We can see here basically 1 2 3, and then potentially it can be, well actually this is 1 2 3 4 and a 5, but as a zigzag. So potentially here we have a potential zigzag in W, X, and a Y. Now, basically, if we gonna come back and take this invalidation decisively, all right, so it's still there, it's still, of course, playing as of course key level. If this price is gonna be taken again decisively, but not just like rebounding directly toward the upside, if we take it and we move down, therefore, of course, you have to consider this as a potential A, B, and a C wave 2 here, and then moving toward the downside and expanding flat as ABC, and then continuation for 3, 4, 5 towards the downside. We still, of course, don't forget at the fib level for a wave B here in W, X, and a Y. Wave B is still playing, and of course, we might still see a wave C as an expanding flat in this blue box potentially for the next drop. But this is only if we take again this invalidation decisively and not just like just with a wick and rebounding. It's still of course unsecure, plus you got an impulse after it. Now it can be a wave C impulse, don't forget, an A, B, and a C. Can be a wave 2 here, and then of course we move toward the downside. Otherwise, of course, this should be the last leg for wave 2 and moving for higher. If broken, okay, it's done, we're moving downward. The US 500 or SPX 500, we have almost the same thing here. We have potentially also took the 1-to-1 fib level, but no invalidation here. We see, of course, a rebound after a potential here a drop toward the downside, but it was clearly corrective in a zigzag. We see 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Now the wave 3 is very short. It might be, of course, this is your zigzag as a wave 3, 4, and a 5. We're still, of course, in a formation of a leading diagonal, meaning, of course, 1 2, and then continuation toward the upside, still very likely. Simply taking the invalidation 6,400 is your signal that we drop down, of course, in a 1, A, B, and a C. This ending diagonal can be also your A, B, and a C. Don't forget this, as a wave 2, and then dropping down, of course, towards the downside. So those are two probabilities to make sure that we are moving ahead without any risk. Here is simply, of course, confirmation for higher prices from the top here. Once you take the top, okay, therefore we might proceed towards this blue box potentially here as a 1 2 3 4 5, of course, leading diagonal 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Yep, so those are the daily close updates for the stocks, indexes, SPX and Nasdaq. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.